Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again here on our Blazing Meadows farm. So we've got a couple things that we got to go over here. The last recording we did here on this episode, or on this world, I got offline and I was going to do some offline stuff to prep for the next recording. And in the process, I got offline and then I came back on a little while later. Let me run upstairs and take a quick nap, and then I'll explain what had happened here. So basically, what ended up happening was I logged back on, and I was standing approximately about right here, let's say, okay, and everything was gone. Everything we had built was gone. The only thing I had that was on me was in my inventory, and I still had my armor, but everything else was gone. Every building, everything. So what I had to do was I had to rebuild the world after I recovered it. I had to go back a week and recover it. So all the last episodes that we had, last five episodes of building everything, was gone. So like that was gone, and a bunch of other things was gone. The lava facility, the lava generation, everything was gone. So I actually had to come in and watch hours of footage and rebuild everything. So I rebuilt that. I rebuilt the lava facility and the cobble gen and everything. But in the process, there was a couple things that had changed a little bit. Like I had to rebuild this building here. That building down there, I tried to watch the video, but it wasn't very clear, and I was actually one block off. So the building's just a hair bigger. It's the same building, but it's just a hair bigger. So, but I spent hours rebuilding stuff. So I think I got everything back. And in the process, being off camera, I kept running out of food. And if you remember, we went off that way and we looked for jungle saplings. And so I had to go back out that way because we had found that wisp tower and we had raided it. But in the process, we didn't grab the spawner. Well, when I grabbed the spawner, it turned it into a pig spawner when I picked it up. So I thought we could utilize this. So I threw it down here, hooked it up to this harvester, built an energy cell for us. That way I figured we could get some mob essence kind of going, but then we could also get a bunch of steak or a bunch of pork. So this is just kind of here, kind of working in the background here, just slowly building this up a little bit and allowing us to get some extra food. So that's why I put that there. In here, we actually, in the process of rebuilding everything, I had to go out and try to find some materials. And in the process of trying to find some materials, I ran across another horse. So I went ahead and I grabbed another horse and threw him in there. So now we got like 4 horses. It was off in that direction. And in the process of going off in this direction, there was a couple other things that I was looking for. And right off the top of my head, I can't remember what it was. I was in the process of trying to find something. I can't remember what it was. I don't remember if it was clay or what it was. But I decided to wander off that way. And just out that way, just a little ways, was another little tower in there. And in there I found, or not a tower, excuse me, there was a magical forest. There was a magical forest off that way. And within that magical forest, I found all sorts of trees that had the spiders under them. So these are all the chests. So I found 6 trees that had spiders under them on that little adventure. So this is everything that we got from those 6 chests. So nothing we don't really already have. I mean, it's nothing really too special. We already have that. We don't really need that. These glasses are kind of cool. And then, you know, some more stuff. These were kind of important. I was kind of happy to see those because we could use those and make some more enders, but we already got so many ender eyes. We do got a hoe of growth, which I don't remember if we got one before. Plus we got this sword of the Zephyr. Plus we got some more horse armor and stuff. So, I mean, we got a couple cool things, nothing too dramatic, but you know, I figured what the heck. Oh, we got a couple things out of this. That heart canister will come in handy down the road. So I'm gonna chuck these back in here really quick. let's see. And then I also made these cool little things. Just little bed drawers so we can, you know, we want to stash stuff in the bed alongside the bed, we can. So I thought that was kind of cool. So I went ahead and I built those. Now in here, we've got a couple options. We've got a couple things that we're working on here. We built these, which was basically a white fence. Let me show you how these work. These are kind of cool. Electric. Okay, let's go. Come on. There we go. Electric fence. Okay, to make an electric fence, you have to make this white fence, which is just fairly simple. It's just a piece of bone meal and that. And then you throw a torch with some iron around there and you get these. Now, I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with these yet, but I'll kind of show you really quick, like, make that cool little sound. And then they look cool, but when a mob walks up to them, zaps the shit out of them. So, we could probably find something to do with these, but for right now, I just wanted to build them so I'd remember, and that's why I put them in that chest, just so we'd have them there. And then I also had these two. Let's grab these real quick. We'll probably do this episode just because we can. And I put a little mailbox here, so I put our clipboard in here. I added a couple things to the clipboard. We needed some clay and some sand, but I also wanted to make a pie and bakery facility since we're starting to get to the cows and everything and getting some stuff going. So we need to get that going, and then we need to get like a breeder for food, which I kind of took care of for right now. We need to work on some flux tools, and I would also like to get like a milk and wool facility going. But for now, I got another little adventure that we're going to go on. Let me stuff this back in our mailbox for later. We're going to do a little adventure here because I happened to find this. When the worlds was like loading, I saw this. There was a big void over here, and I was able to see it. So I went ahead and I marked it, and then I went down to it. Is this it right here? No, where is? Oh, it's right here. It's right here, and I built some ladders because I saw it down there, so I dug down to it. Let's go down there. We got those on us, okay. So I came down here and I found these. Now these are kind of cool. We'll seal this up when we're done because we only need it. Well, it doesn't really matter. So basically, there's this big block here underground, right? And what ends up happening is, if you notice, I cannot dig this at all. And it's a big cube of it. And see how this sparkles? This is the weak spot of it. And I found the bottom corner of it, which is the weak spot, which is right here. And you've got to use these bombs. So I'm gonna take and I'm gonna plant one of these here, and I'm gonna run. Okay, so now it just blew a big old hole. Okay. Whoop. I don't want to get knocked off by this guy. I didn't realize I needed some more materials here to do this. Because it blew a big ass hole, and this is kind of on a... Oh my god, almost fell. Okay, so what we need to do is, let me grab these. We need to fill this in. We need to kind of reconstruct this here a little bit, so bear with me a second. Let's grab some more blocks so I can do this. So I can do it. So what we need to do is just kind of make this a little safer for us so we don't plummet to our death down here. Let's see. Let's go like such. And we'll go like this. Okay, and then we'll go like this, and we'll go like this. Perfect. Let's just throw a torch down here because we can. Okay, so basically what we've got going here is this. This little bad boy here is a little fairies. You can see the little fairies floating around, right? But you can also see that this room is fairly lit up. And let me see if I can show you here real quick. See right here? See how that lit up right there? That right there is an invisible torch. Check that out, huh? It's a camo torch, it's called. And those are littered throughout this room. It's just a matter of going around and finding those. See, here's another one. So it's a matter of going around and finding these torches on all of the corners here. Which apparently, and I think there's some more too, if memory, oh, here we go. And I think there's some more on the exterior walls, but where they're at, I don't know. You have to kind of look around. But I thought these could come in handy for our house. Here, like, right, here's another one. Okay, so, and then you see these little fairies, right? That's why I have these little jars here, because we can take these. Did I get one? Yeah. And I can pick these up. And these little fairies will go into these jars. And what they'll do, let's pick up the rest of these here. And this will continue to spawn these little critters anyways. But now that we have these in here, if we have one of these on us, it will keep us from dying if something bad happens. So, and it will keep our inventory and everything. So they're cool little things to have, just as extras. I'm going to, since they're still spawning here, I'm going to grab the rest of them. I got one more jar to fill up. And see, they'll continue to just kind of respawn here with those little things, and we can just pick them up, and we can always have one of these on us. So we'll take these back up and put them in our storage. Here's one more, and as you can see, they continue to respawn. Let's see, come on, where it is? Oh, there he is, right there. Okay, let's go. Nope, missed him. There we go. All right, so we've got those. So we got a bottled fairies. So we got a bunch of them. All right, now what we want to do is I want to look around and see if I can find the rest of these torches, because I thought that these would be cool to have in the house, because it gives light, but it's still, I don't see any more though. Where are they? Let's try right here. Nope. There's got to be one or two over here someplace. Where they're at, I don't know though. Ah, here it is. They're up high. Okay, so let's try this one up high. See if there's anything up high up here. I don't see anything. How about over here? Low, maybe? I need one more. There's got to be one more in here, I see. Is it here? No? Is it here? I don't know where it's at. It's someplace, because this looks awful lit up over here, doesn't it? Or is it just me? I don't see anything here. It's awful lit up over here, though. There it is. I knew I'd find it eventually. You can hear those little fairies just spawning in. Alright, I think we're probably good with the torches, so I'm going to go ahead and light this back up now. We'll take these ones that we have, and we can utilize these in our house, and they'll be hidden. Boom. Just like that. Alright, we wound up with 10 of them. Perfect. Alright, so let's shoot back to the surface. So that was what those little bombs are for. Oh man, there's all sorts of mobs. It's nighttime. Better be ready to battle. Of course, I don't have a sword on me. All I got is my hammer. Oh my lord. Everything's out. Everything's out. Alright, so let's bounce back up here to the house. We'll take a quick little nap. Clear out some of these mobs anyways. But yeah, so that's what that's kind of for there is, now that we have all these little fairies, if we have one of those in our inventory and we die, then we don't really die. We'll just respawn right where we died at. Which are just, they're neat as hell. I think they're the coolest little things ever. So what we're going to do is, let's let's go like this, and let's just dump these in these chests right here. I'm gonna organize these later because right now I'm really not concerned with them. I'm gonna dump those in there as well. So now we have these camo torches. Now the question that I have is, I don't know. Let's see if you can actually make these. Camo torch. See, it doesn't show. So I'm assuming it's somewhere within the dark craft, and I don't know how to craft these things. But if we found any more of these those little rooms, we could blow ourselves into them and actually be able to go and get some of these camo torches. So I thought that was kind of a cool idea. I was actually going to build a facility to be able to capture this this little bad boy here, but I don't think I'm going to, because I'll show you what I did. We need a bucket of lava though, so let's make sure we grab that. Oh, and I grabbed a skeleton with one of those safari nets that I had. So let me do this really quick. Let's see if we can get this guy captured and taken care of. Feel a little bit of lag today. So yeah, I had to rebuild this. I had to rebuild that. Oh man, it was terrible. I couldn't believe I had to come back and rebuild all this. So I'm going to grab some of this. And I originally thought about making this, that pig spawner downstairs. So I actually came down here and was going to do it right down here. And I started to set it up and then realized I was going to need grass. So I was like, well, that ain't going to work. So then I decided, hell with it. I'll just leave this here and then we can make this a mob spawning room later. But for right now, what we're going to do is we're going to put this down. We're going to put this in here. Okay. And we're going to chuck this little bad boy. Let's go ahead and throw that right there. We're going to throw him in there. And we're going to grab this. And then we're going to wait. And that little angry doll gets in there. And it starts bubbling away. You can see it spitting out and smoldering around. And what's going to end up happening is this is going to produce a blaze. And then we're going to capture that blaze within this auto spawner. And then when we make an auto spawn room, which could potentially be down here, then we could utilize this to be able to spawn as many blaze rods as we need. So we don't have to really go to the nether and screw around there. It works out really well. Oh, it's getting angry. Come on, any second it should spawn it. Oh, I heard him. Oh, I hear it. Come on. It's getting really angry. Boy, it's lagging really hard too. Oop, there we go. Perfect. Now we have a blaze within there. So it consumed our lava and everything, and now we have a blaze. So now we can just reproduce him at our little heart's content. So beautiful. We got that done. So we can check that off the list of things that needs to get done. Because blaze powder and blaze rods is always a good thing to have. So we'll have those down the road when we need them. We don't really need them at this particular moment because we do have a bunch of we already have a bunch of stands, brewing stands, so we really don't need those. We got like 10 of them. We got one here, and we got like 8 more over there, 9 more over there, something like that. But we need to create them. We need to use some of those to create the what do you call it? The enchanter, I believe it is. Also, we had got that portal gun that we had, and I built a little stand for it, so I kind of put that there. If it's awful laggy today. So I just kind of put that there so it'd have its own little stand. So, all right, let me take a look around here, make sure. See, we already had a hoe of growth, so we really didn't need that other one. We got some more spider spawners and stuff, which is not that big of a thing. I'm just kind of looking around to kind of refresh my memory of what we had going on here and what we've got left to do here. I mean, we've got a lot to do, but all right, I think we're good. I got a lot of meat in there. And then I actually did this too. I made a bucket of I got a bucket of milk, and I put a bottle next to it, and you get a bottle of milk. So I got this in our inventory just in case we run across a wither or something like that, or a wither skeleton, and they wither us. We have that on us. I started to enchant this armor here because I had a couple books. Excuse me. So I went ahead and I put those on there just because I thought it would be a good idea to start thinking about getting some better armor that was like some diamond armor that was fully like kitted out. Let's look at this. And then I also found some quartz stone that I went out and looked for, and I was able to harvest all that up. And then in the process, we found some other trees, so I was able to snag those and get a couple saplings. I'm still trying to get enough great wood saplings to show you how the whole growth works. Because if we have 2 more saplings, then we can make a really huge tree. Got a couple silverwood tree saplings, which would be cool, but I mean, we really don't need any kind of magical stuff. But I'm gonna hold on to those because I haven't decided where I want to put those yet. And I went out and I used a hammer out into the desert, and I got us a bunch of dust because I wanted a bunch of clay, so that we could get like our brick quantities back up that we needed. Let's run down here and check to see if we got any cool books or anything. Yeah, if you recall, see this room is now like 2 blocks longer than it used to be, or 1 block longer, because I had a table in between 2 chests. Now I got 2 tables in between the chests, so it is what it is. It's just 1 block longer, so it's not that big of a deal. Oh, nope. And saddles. Just kind of looking to see if we got any good enchantments. Power 4. What's this one? Focus, soulbound. So see, there's a lot of those enchantments that I have no idea what they're for. Because I don't really use all these crazy enchants, but all right. So I think we're good. I think I got everything built back the way it needed to be. And and also we did this too. That's why I had that shard over, or that gas tier over there. So I went ahead and in here we had the gas tiers, the 4 gas tiers with our strong essence. So I went ahead and I planted those right here, so that we could start getting some gas essence. Okay, and then once I had enough of that, then I was able to make some diamond plants. So now we got some diamond plants growing. So I need for these to continue to grow and continue to kind of fill this area up, and pretty soon we're going to have endless amounts of diamonds, so we can start doing a lot of stuff with diamonds. As you can see, we only got 1. We didn't really need that many gas tiers, so I produced a little bit of it, because I think when you do those, it makes like 8 or 10 gas tiers, or 16 or something ridiculous. So we didn't really need that many. So I went ahead and I stopped it and was able to get the diamond essence going. So I thought that was kind of cool. We had the resources to do it, so I went ahead and I got those going. So now we've got the diamonds going. We've got our tank of lava almost completely filled up. We're getting close to that thing being maxed out. As you can see, it's getting to the point, which is not that big of a deal. We do have this is all jammed up now. As you can see, it's maxed. Everything's packed in, and the lava is going to be filled up here really soon, and pretty soon this is just going to be stagnant. So we need to figure out what we want to do. Do we want to try to maybe utilize some lava to make some more power at other places? I don't know. I really don't know. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. We'll come back next episode. We'll try to get some more stuff done. I hate having to do these episodes where I just kind of basically show you what I've done. But with everything that had happened of losing the world and having to rebuild it, I kind of needed to do that just to kind of get us caught up. So I tried to get a couple things done, but we'll go ahead and we'll move forward from here. We'll come up with some ideas of stuff we got to get done. Like I said, we got a lot on our clipboard to do yet. So if you guys enjoyed this episode, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. If you haven't checked us out on Twitch, come hang out, be part of the audience over there. And until next time, guys, we will see your faces later.